All right. Well, we have made it to episode 90. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I can't believe we made it to 90.
Is it only 12 weeks left in here?
Shit, I guess. Yeah, 3 months. Yeah. Yeah. We almost out of here.
It's crazy.
2020 almost fucking done for finally.
Thank goodness.
I'm tired.
Super tired. Super motherfucking tired. Shit.
Yeah, I'm over it. Once the year over with, man, this shit, I feel like everything's just gonna be just a lot better. Hopefully.
Hopefully ain't no shit show going into 2020.
Yeah.
I mean 2021.
Chances are it is, but I'm still gonna be optimistic.
No, really. This
is your usual host. I'm by the mic, aka the bad parent, and and Senae _. You didn't see that, Nay? Nay, all right. So one of my Michaela tweets went viral, and somehow this little basic ass tweet got almost 100,000 likes on it. 100,000. I'm not bullshitting. And a lot of people are saying that I'm a bad parent because I'm gonna let my baby go blind. Apparently. So I guess you just didn't see it at all. So let me show you. Cause basically,
I think was it the picture she was in her little thing, and you had the laptop right there.
That one, yes.
That one viral.
Nay, let me see how many retweets that was on right now. It was like last time I looked at it was like at 10,000 retweets, and then it was like at almost 100,000 likes. Let me see, because a lot of people were like laughing, like, yeah, this is exactly how dads be babysitting and shit. Like it was a little fun, jokey, whatever. But then pediatrician Twitter came in there and told me I was doing a bad job as a parent. So
pediatrician Twitter, I'm crying.
You know what I'm saying? Like
people always want to go on and act like they know what they talking about.
I had to mute the hell because I got tired of like blocking people, and so I was like, you know what, y'all got it, y'all want it.
I am.
All right, yeah. So let me see, 11.6 thousand retweets and 95.1 likes, and 257 comments, and 1,195 quote tweets. I'm over it, man. You
go viral so much, it's not even
I really
funny.
don't be trying to though, because this was so basic. Because I'm not even like my when I really try to get in my comedy bag and make niggas laugh, them shits get 3 retweets. But when I'm just doing some bullshit, motherfuckers once go viral. Like it's not fair. And this shit suck. It really do.
That shit funny.
I just DM'd it to you so you can see the comments. But Jen was cutting up because they were talking shit. And she just won't let, randoms on the internet have it. She got to go in and talk shit to their ass. And some girl said something about me, and then Jennifer called her a dumb bitch. And then the old girl was white, and then she quoted Jennifer and said, "Why are African Americans so rude?" I'm like, oh fuck! And so Jennifer went off again. But yeah, that's just really how my life be going. I be really minding my business, chilling, and I still go viral and get attacked.
Yeah, she is going. Yeah, I just seen one of the comments, Jen. Oh, yeah, Jen ain't letting them make it.
Jen crazy as hell.
These people, that's the one thing about the internet. People be really thinking they, like, half them people commenting, one, you probably don't even have kids. So why are you trying to give parenting advice? And 2, your ass probably ain't got no type of education on anything to be trying to tell somebody what to do. Come on now, bro.
I'm saying, man, like
I hate people on the internet.
Niggas just be wanting to have something to say, and just like you if you don't like something, you don't have to say shit. You can just really just shut the fuck
You can
up.
Just keep going, like. You can legitimately keep going.
Yeah.
That's funny that went viral though. Out of everything.
I'm
That's
over it.
hilarious. You go viral at least once a month. It
It's
seems
not
like.
fair. It's not fair because I hate it. Because no, I had another one. Well, another one went viral, but it was like baby viral. It was like 10,000 retweets or whatever, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Now that one was funny, and that was just me bullshitting. It was a PS5 tweet. Other than that, that's the kind of ones I'm okay with. But that Michaela one, I was like, bro. When I noticed it was getting too popular, I went private so the shit would like slow down. I went private for about 6-7 hours just so this shit would like ease up. Took it off, and the shit gained more steam. Like it just kept popping off. I was like, bro, how?
That's why your page was locked the other day. I seen that and I
Yeah,
was like, I wonder why Mike locked his page up. But I was like, he
yeah.
probably just did it just because.
I was just doing it just like for them to stop, like just like calm down, like it's not that serious. And that shit just kept like the algorithms was really against me that day.
I'm crying. I
I'm
hate people.
I'm over it. Yeah.
I really hate people
But
so
anyway,
so so much.
Nadira Uchiha, how was your week?
Oof. Well, this new work shift started, so I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It's not honestly like what I do is not bad, and just I mean, I deal with a lot of money, so it's not bad. It's just the fact that hours just suck. But I'm at home, so it's kind of like I guess it's a trade off. But my sleep schedule is not it right now, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Outside of that, it's been pretty good, I guess. I ain't really did nothing. We dropped the interview.
We did drop the fiasco interview, which I still haven't seen yet because I've been doing a lot of shit today, but I'm gonna probably watch it tomorrow. Very, very proud of you holding it down for the pod. And I see Ben was trying to be all nice and professional and everything, but we know the type of nigga he is, so
I'm crying.
so he don't fool me.
It's funny. Towards the end of the interview, I forgot what I said to him, but either I said something about Naruto or I said something about Vegeta, and kind of along the lines of that argument. And he was about to start. I was like, you know what? We won't go there today. I was like, this nigga really want to try me today. He really do. It's okay though.
Yeah. He did the right thing by making sure it was you, because I would have been in there trolling his ass, taking him out of his professional mode.
Oh, you would have really been trolling because when I got there, so the interview, it was a photo shoot first. So he was doing when I got there, I think he had changed into like his last like fiasco shirt with like whatever shoes he had. I know he had some ones, he had some LeBrons, he had different shoes to match his shirt. So, and his homeboy who did an amazing job on the editing and all that good stuff, and we're actually recording the video, he was talking shit to him. So it was really funny because he was like, you think you over here trying to model and shit? Come on, let's do it. And I'm like, yeah, look at Ben over here trying to get his Tyson Beckford on or some shit like that, because he was really in that how
Tyson Midford.
I'm crying. Bye. I am dead, boy.
I'm not done with Ben.
I'm done with him, but shout out to my boy. He's good people, and I know he's gonna be on with us very soon.
Yeah, shout out to Ben. I can't remember what week he said. It might be next week. Honestly, Nate, I really forgot. It might be next week we supposed to be talking to Ben, but don't quote me.
Oh, it might be next week.
Yeah. What's next week?
The 25th.
Damn, I gotta deal with Ben the day after my birthday. Oh, well, yeah. So yeah.
I'm crying. It's gonna be funny as hell.
Yeah,
it's gonna be funny.
But yeah,
how's your week, Mikey?
It was cool. Same old shit. Dumbass Twitter shit, which I'm always a part of, which I really don't be trying to be. I'm trying to think of anything else noteworthy happened. I feel like it was something did, but I forgot. Yeah, I can't remember. It's fine. I'm old now. My mind is going, so I don't remember shit.
I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much regular week for me. I've been big chilling, and that's how I try to be. And for some reason, online, I get in trouble. So
I'm dead, boy. That shit funny. That shit funny as hell. Oh, only Twitter.
Michaela already destined to be blind anyway because I can't see and Jennifer can't see, so it's not gonna be because of a screen, because of a laptop.
See, I was just finna say, like, nigga, that shit. If it ready, bro, I had glasses in kindergarten, so it didn't. It don't matter, bro. Like you said, both y'all had glasses. Her eyes are probably, and then these kids and stuff with phones and all this shit anyway. Everybody's eyes gonna be bad. So
it's fine. They can have it. Michaela's gonna continue to watch Crybabies as she sees fit. So.
And then I actually did see that comment. Somebody talking about watch something educational. She ain't gonna understand. It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
7 months old.
It don't even, bro. I'm telling you, everybody become motherfucking me. I don't even know who parent gurus are, but they become Dr. Phil on the internet. Like they can just tell you what you're supposed to be doing.
And fuck Dr. Phil too, because he don't even practice no more. He just has the title of doctor. He not no active doctor. He don't know shit.
Dr. Phil just was exposing people and getting them on the show for some ratings. I used to watch Dr. Phil though, so.
Him and that Cash Me Outside girl, that I'll never forgive him for making her famous.
Cash Me Outside, how about that? That shit was trash.
Little hoochie. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much how my week going. Regular shit. Nothing else really happened. Last week was or 3 days ago rather, it was Kasha's birthday, and we that Zoom party was funny. Kasha had a Zoom party for her birthday, and there was a very funny GIF I made, but I haven't put on the timeline out of respect. But Nay has me crying because Nay's in her natural element, just being real fucking chill when some bullshit happens. Nay's like, oh hell, like
that was so random. It was so random. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I got this shot in my hand.
Nay put her drink down so fucking smooth. I was like, bro.
Because I was contemplating on finishing it before, because her other friend was like trying to, you see how her face looked? She was like, I'm like, well, she already sliding down here. Ain't too much I can do.
We were crying on that call, boy.
And she felt so soft. Like, it really wasn't like
how the fuck she fall in slow motion?
I was just gonna say it was like a slide. Like she just slid down. So I was like, I'm not even gonna rush, bro. It's not even. It is what it is. I need to stop being so laid back when shit happening.
That shit had me crying now. I said, look at Nate's expression.
I was like, what's up, Dad?
Like, oh shit, here she go.
That shit was so funny. I wish. Oh man, if you could have the sound with that one, because I was laughing hard as hell. Like I think that was the first time.
That was the first one, yeah. I don't think that was the second.
Okay, because after she fell again, I was crying. I was like, this fool here.
I hadn't looked at the whole video yet from that Zoom, but I'm gonna have to really go in there and dissect and take out all the crazy ass parts that was in there.
That shit was. That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Kasha and her birthday Zoom that she had a few days ago. So fuck it. Let's get to our current watches, which is gonna be very thin again. But I did put a lot of work in on one show this week. But you want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
You can go first because we watched the one thing much. I did watch. So.
Yeah. So. Of course, this is our Juni Taisen review episode, so we'll talk about Juni Taisen in full later on in the show. So we both watched that, obviously. As far as what we were required to watch this week, I did actually watch, I think, 20 to 25 episodes of One Piece, something like that. It is picking up. I do hate Usopp, and I was slandering him on the time.
Usopp?
Trash. that nigga's trash. He's the most trash out of all those pirates. Like this nigga can't fight. He got it was basically what happened. They had $300 million. The pirate crew, they had 300 million from their shit, and so they went. And so Usopp was holding the money. He got jacked by these other niggas. They stole this nigga money. He goes and tries to get it back. They beat his ass. Then he goes back to Luffy and them and tells them like that one, he lost the money, and then two, what he didn't know is that their ship, the ship that they sail on, is like it got broken to the point where they can't repair it no more. They was just like, hey, this ship is done. You can't sail on it no more. So Luffy tells them like, hey, we got to buy a new ship with that money. Let's go get it back. Blah blah blah. Usopp trash ass gets mad because he has like an emotional connection to the ship, and like literally like challenges Luffy to like a fight to the death type shit. And
got his ass whooped again.
Actually, the thing is because this nigga knows Luffy's like weaknesses and strengths and shit. He actually put up a really good fight against this nigga because this nigga basically like planned out all the shit that he could do against Luffy or whatever. He didn't win, but it was just like, bro, you really went all out against your nigga when you lost his money that they gonna need to use to buy a new ship with. So I was slandering the fuck out of Usopp trash ass. So fuck him for life until I see fit, because that nigga's trash.
Usopp, trash.
Nah, real shit. The one black nigga on the show gotta be the most trash nigga on the show, and I don't like that. Oda, you knew what the fuck you was doing.
Low key, I was just gonna say, because the whole situation kind of sound real Negro-ish. Nigga get jacked and shit, and then trying to figure out how to get the money back, and then.
And I also hate him because like he has Krillin's voice, Krillin's dub voice, and it's just like, bro, you sound just like Krillin. Like I really can't take you seriously.
Yeah, I think I actually, when I was watching One Piece, I think I had to switch back to sub because I couldn't do none of their voices except Zoro's, of course. But
of course,
I was like, yeah, I'm cool on y'all niggas.
Yeah, Zoro, of course, is Vegeta's voice. Sanji is Trunks' voice. Usopp is Krillin, and then there's a few other. There's another nigga on there, but he was only in there for a little bit as Hercule's voice, which Hercule might actually be Chris Sabat too. It's Hercule.
I mean,
now that I think about it, it might be him too. I gotta look it up. Savon, look up and see whose voice. Let me see. Hercule voice actor. I'm on Savon. No, it's a different dude. Another dude. His name is Chris, but it's not Chris Sabat. Chris Ray. Oh. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so I watched a lot of One Piece, and they actually get into the shits right now as far as these fights go. This nigga that they're fighting at this point, and he like can turn into a fucking leopard. His little devil fruit power is like the cat leopard fruit or whatever. And this nigga, he was already strong like without that hoe, and then he turned this fucking fruit power on, and this nigga got even stronger. So they in some shit right now. They got some real big problems on their fucking head, and I don't know how they gonna get out of it, but we gonna see. Luffy gonna have to pull some rubber
shit out his ass.
He gonna have to pull some rubber fucking shit out his ass, because I don't know how they gonna get out of that. But yeah, that's pretty much. I think that's the only thing I watched that wasn't Juni Taisen this week. I started Juni Taisen in the fucking. Well, I was getting an oil change last weekend, and that bitch, I was happy. I was like, damn, this is good as hell. Y'all can keep this car as long as y'all want to, because I was already on the.
I'm dead.
I was already on the 2-hour wait, and man, when I tell you, Firestone was packed out that day, but they had free drinks and snacks, so I was chilling. So yeah, they was packed out. It was like, yeah, it's gonna be 3 hours. And I was like, I ain't got shit else to do, so y'all might as well go ahead, and I'm gonna wait. And so I waited, and I was watching shit on my phone. I was like, okay, this shit kind of good. And I was like, oh, they made a good choice. They recommended this shit for us. So yeah,
talk about it.
Yep. So me and they gotta give credit to the Patreon listeners. Shout out to y'all. They're the ones that recommended Juni Taisen for us to watch this week. So we really like need to like buckle down and make sure we do like at least one review a month. So
A month.
this will be September. I think we did Tower Guide. I think that was July when we did Tower Guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sound right.
Yeah, so we skipped August like a whole, but whatever. Yeah, so shout out to our Patreon listeners for recommending Juni Taisen Zodiac War. We'll get to that shit later on in the show. What we got on this docket here that we need to get to first?
Is it Ask Blanime?
Ask Blanime, yeah, Ask Blanime. So let me go to that real quick. I don't think it was that many, so it's perfect because I really wasn't trying to go through a whole bunch of these.
Right. Yeah, I'm done out the way.
Let me see how many total we got on here so far. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 5 on IG as of right now. All right, perfect. And then if there's perfect. Okay, so non anime question. I'm gonna start with Matt Hart. So Nay, how do you feel? How do you guys feel about Clippers losing against the Nuggets?
I feel no ways. Marion voice, I feel no ways. Them niggas. So for the record, so people know, because a lot of people, we haven't been just talking about like basketball and stuff like that. I wasn't really for them playing in the bubble, so I've watched games here and there, but honestly, and I know that it's been some pretty decent basketball being played, but I just feel like this year, like I don't know, just how they did it. Because I felt like kind of like how people do the Mavericks 2011, like on some real shit, you know, niggas be trying to say, well, you know, they was doing there was a lockout, then the season started, you know, people low-key trying to play. But you know what I'm saying? Like with the bubble thing, it was almost similar. It was like, okay, these niggas been off for a couple months, now going back to the bubble. No fans. So I just was like, I was like, I really wouldn't, I wanted them to just like, okay, this season is damn near washed, like, or just pick up where they left off, which they pretty much did. But I was like, I just wasn't really for the bubble thing. But I'm happy that it's been some decent basketball being played. I ain't been really watching. I've watched more WNBA games than I've watched NBA. But I feel no ways. I know Paul George wasn't playing good. I know Kawhi.
Pandemic P.
Boy, I'm not surprised, but I honestly felt no ways. Like, I wasn't moved. I wasn't really, I don't know. I felt no ways. I think like if we wouldn't have had the pandemic happen, I mean, it just would have been a different ball game. I still don't think they would have won. I mean, it probably would have still been the same outcome, but I feel no ways.
Yeah, I was very excited because I feel like they did a good job of, if you're going to restart the season, they did a good job. They let them play 10 regular season games to kind of make sure
like
that the people that weren't in the playoffs had a chance to get into the playoffs if they could, and the people that were already there, make sure they got their right seating. It kind of worked out for the most part, the seating wise, because you know, everybody was pretty much was going to stay where they was at for the most part anyway. I did. My Mavs got in and lost to the Clippers. So to answer the question, I'm very, very excited that the Clippers lost to the Nuggets. I didn't want to see these niggas in the finals. And so with my Mavs being out, now I've gone over to be a full LeBron fan, which I am whenever the Mavericks are not in the playoffs. So now I'm very excited, and I hope my nigga LeBron gets his 4th ring. I did peep Nate, and Nate, you a Kobe fan, so I don't know if you saw this shit. So
I seen that stat, like they were playing, like Kobe and them. I forgot what year they played the Nuggets.
I think it was 2010.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I saw that stat, so they better not let it go. I mean, ideally, it would be perfect for them to win this with us losing Kobe this year, and like the Lakers being just such the franchise that they have been known for. It would be nice. So, you know, hopefully they just buckle down and do what they need to do. Because I see Miami on a roll. I think Jimmy Butler trying to take some names.
Yeah, so they do look really, really good. So yeah, definitely Miami knocked out Giannis' whole ass out of here. and this nigga just won the MVP, which is crazy to me.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
I'll let him have it, whatever. And me and DJ can argue about that all day because DJ was like, he deserves it. I was like, fuck that nigga. But yeah, we're going on the whole basketball rant. But I'm very excited about the Clippers losing to the Nuggets. It's fuck the Clippers. Pat Bev looked like he musty and his breath stinks. Kawhi, I like Kawhi, but he just don't. His energy just don't seem good to me. Pandemic P, trash. Montrezl Harrell, trash. Lemon Pepper Lou, but boy, that boy disappeared.
Boy,
Lemon Pepper Lou disappeared.
Did you see RDC World's video they made where it was like Mark acting like Doc Rivers talking to the team? I
saw the video, but I didn't click on it because I think I just kept scrolling. But I saw that they had posted another video, and I do need to watch that because them niggas
that shit was
usually on fucking point.
That nigga was like, I know they finna fire. He was Doc Rivers. He's like, I know they finna fire me, but before they do, I'm finna let you know y'all trash.
No, big facts.
Y'all trash. And then he was Kawhi, and he had a braided wig on. And nigga was just sitting there where he was like, Kawhi, you trash. Kawhi was just sitting there like, okay.
That nigga, man. Kawhi crazy. I don't know what's wrong with that fool. But yeah, man, I'm very happy that they lost, and I'm very happy they got exposed because the timeline was low key in a riot whenever they lost, and it was perfect. It was very happy and satisfying to watch. Yeah, well, moving on. Ex Nadim didn't have. He said he didn't, not really a question, but he wanted to just shout out the third Hokage. So he said not a question, but people need to remember that the third Hokage was the only one who could do all 5 Kekkei Genkais. While that is true, and yes, he had all 5 elements or whatever, it still fucked the third for life. So,
that's like, man, come on, bro. That's just like
nobody
saying
cares. He ain't the strongest Hokage, so it don't matter.
Not, but that's just like saying I'm trying to think of somebody that I ain't even gonna go there. But yeah, bro, just cause he could do all that stuff don't mean he wasn't no hoe ass nigga. Letting kids fend for themselves in the village.
Facts.
Like that nigga was horrible. He said it himself when he got reanimated.
Trash.
That he could have did a lot of stuff differently and a lot more. Yes, nigga, you could have. Well,
fuck him.
Sarah Toby.
Yeah, fuck Sarah Hobie and everything that he stand for. Naruto was living with roaches, bruh. The Hokage son was living with roaches in the trap of fucking Lee Village.
And trying to find free coupons for Ichirakus. Drinking spoiled milk.
I'm dead.
Like, I mean, come on, bro.
Naruto had a WIC card.
If that shit. Drinking that spoiled ass milk, it didn't have nothing down there. They had that nigga down bad.
Naruto had food stamps as a Hokage kid. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, but people will realize one day, just because you have all these abilities, don't mean you ain't no shitty person.
Right.
But I feel you though. I mean, Sarah Toby could do all these forbidden jits, all that other shit.
Man, fuck him.
But as Leak says, he died for arms. So, in the end,
trash. All right. We had 2 questions from our boy Strange Keith. He said, first one, he said, Genkai wants to put you through spirit training. You saying yes or no?
I'll be slap the shit out of Genkai. Genkai be talking mad shit.
And she got them hands.
And she do. I'll be the slap shit out of her. I would probably do it though, because she was real with the training.
Yeah, I'm doing that shit because he came back raw as fuck after that training. And he didn't even complete his training. and he was still raw. Like that nigga slept through a fucking battle royale.
That shit to this day. Look at him. He's skating the game.
Yeah. I'm definitely going through Genkai's training. I think she's one of the better teachers in anime.
Yeah, she is one of the better senseis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm going through it. She might beat my ass, but I'm still do it. Nate, this is really a question for you. So, Keith said, "Death Note just fell at your feet. What's your next move?"
Well, definitely going to Limbo because I'm picking it up. And honestly, I'm probably going to blackmail rich people. Be like, if you don't, I will show you that this works. If you don't give me X amount of money, I will write your name down in this.
Fuck that. I'm getting Orange Man out of here. He's the first one that's going. No questions asked. Like,
well, I'm going to blackmail him, get some money, and then still let him go. I mean, you know, write his name down, but I'm still gonna get some bread off him and all his kids.
Him and Pence out of here.
They whole crew. McConnell.
Only person that's gonna be left is Baron tall ass.
I'm crying. Niggas gonna have to run me some coins. I'm definitely using it though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm picking it up. I need Ryuk to see. The only thing that would suck is Ryuk lit. Like, what if I like, he know when I'm gonna die, of course, and I'm like, man, bro, what if I don't even get to enjoy this money? And he ain't gonna say nothing with his whole ass.
Nope, he ain't gonna say shit but laugh at your ass.
Right, but I would definitely pick it up. I'm not gonna lie. I would. Because how many people really, if you've seen one, like, that would be so interesting in real life to like see something like that just fall out the sky, bro. In real life, I would probably run the other way because I would be so startled. Like, this is not real. Like, I must have got sucked into this is an isekai. Like, I got sucked into another world. Like, this ain't real. But I would go back and get it after the shock. Initial shock, the kind of wore off. What is that face?
Sure, Nate. Oh yeah, I only have one person. I'm getting out of here. 4 or 5 would be fucking gold, but anyway, let me see here. What's another question here? This is the 5th question. So, Black Hero said. He said anime or non-anime. He said pick a side character from the main. He said pick a side character to become the main character in their show, in their own show. You pick Vegeta to replace Goku?
Yeah, it'd probably be. I'd probably pick Vegeta. Yeah, because everybody else. I mean. Who else would even be good? Would actually
I'm picking Killua over Gon.
That's fair.
100%.
Killua was a little more interesting to me.
100%.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna segue into this really quickly because I don't know how many people probably watched my Instagram story and I tagged the podcast page in it. That the versus the Gon versus Killua, Gon and Killua versus Trunks and Goten. And I'm like, why are y'all on here actually saying Gon and Killua? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be realistic. Let's be real. It was actually people on there that said that. I was like, bro, there's no way you believe
I just want to know who's their dealer. That's all I want to know.
Because they smoking the finest.
The best of the best of the best.
Yeah. There's no way. I could not believe. I honestly don't even know why people, because I feel like, well, not necessarily maybe the person who posted it, but whoever created the actual like meme. I'm like, you really thought you was doing something when it was you didn't do anything.
Trash.
bruh. That shit right there was so ass. And to anybody, if you honestly, legitimately believe that Gone and Killer will win that fight, please, I don't know. I want to hear your reasoning behind it, because come on, bro.
Nothing needs to be said. It's just they have no chance. Like, we talking
No
about
chance.
2 little kids that reach Super Saiyan like at like 10 and 11 type shit. Like, what are y'all talking about right now?
Planet busters, bro. Like, we talking about niggas that, I don't know. If you believe that, please tell me what kind of drug you on, and please tell me why you actually think that Gone and Killer will win that. I really would like to know if anybody thinks that listens to us, because that's just no.
There's nothing. There's nothing needs to be said. It's not happening. Never. Not in a million years would they ever win any single match. Shit, Gone and Killer could double team Trunks or Goten and they still wouldn't win.
It wouldn't be close.
Nope.
It wouldn't be close. So yeah, that blew me. That was actually, like, that legitimately blew my mind this week. So sorry. Yeah, there was some good questions this week though. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah. Let me check Discord real quick just to make sure I didn't leave anything out. Kasha asked us a Juni Taisen question, but I'll save that for when we actually review it. So yeah. Yep. So that's it for Ask Blanime. Okay, it's short and sweet. Yeah, I low key like 2 or 3 hours ago, I was like, oh shit, I didn't post anything for Ask Blanime, so nobody knew. So I posted something. I was like, my bad.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
we only got a few, which had this thing been going all day, it would have been all day long.
Yeah.
New questions and shit. So all right, bet. So we got that out the way. We got a little bit of anime news, and then we'll get to this review here. So they dropped the date for Yashahime Princess Half Demon. So that's the Inuyasha spinoff series that is coming on October the 3rd. Nate, did they say where it's gonna be? Is it Crunchyroll? So
let me go back and check. I don't think, because of course we got our anime news from the anime auntie herself.
And
so
she turns 25 in 2 days. I just wanted to point
out. I saw that. Yeah, so happy birthday. Well, by the time, or happy birthday, because by the time this drops,
she could have been a Libra like me, but she couldn't wait 2 more days. That's crazy.
I'm crying. She actually didn't. She just posted this. I don't see where it's gonna be at. I would assume maybe Crunchyroll or something, but I don't see where at though. She's cute, little girl, and we'll see how that. I mean, I guess I feel no ways about it, but it'll be interesting to see how the first few episodes go.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it because, like I said, I really only care about seeing who Sesshomaru's kid's mom is. So,
his baby mama.
Trying to see if Tuxedo Kelly has a new friend to, be in jail with.
Bye.
All right.
Be in jail with. Okay, bye.
Okay. All right. Nobody want to talk about it. That's fine. Okay.
Bye.
All right. I ain't saying shit else. But y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm crying.
Y'all know what the fuck I mean. Yeah. All right. So, Anime Auntie also said they dropped a new trailer for the Shaman King reboot that's coming out. That's going to drop in April of next year. I did watch the trailer. It does look pretty good. I really don't know shit about Shaman King, but I hear really good things about it. So, I'm probably gonna have to fuck with it. Yeah, it looks really good.
The animation looks good.
Art style looks really crisp and clean. I love it. Yeah. Shaman King. Yeah, and I don't know where the fuck that's gonna be at either. Hopefully, this shit's either on Crunchyroll or Funimation. Now, speaking of which, you've been having a lot of troubles with your Crunchyroll.
Yeah, so I don't know what was going on. It just like it was trying to buffer. I don't know. I didn't know if it was Xbox or if it was Crunchyroll. But then I tried on my phone and it did the same thing. That's when I actually tweeted like, okay, they tripping, because at first I thought it was Xbox.
But, telling you better use Verve. I haven't had no issues with
Verve. That's definitely what I've been using.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so it was buffering on Verve or Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then when you said Verve, I was like, I have Verve on my phone. So.
Yeah, I don't understand how Verve is by Crunchyroll, but the app is so much fucking better than the Crunchyroll app. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Trash.
Like, just copy and paste the shit. Like, y'all have a good app over here. Use that shit.
It's trash. It's trash. I'm just over some of these apps and stuff. Yeah. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's what I was talking about. And then I put something on here as well. I want to talk to you about. Where'd it go? So Eunice dropped a trailer for a new anime that's going to be coming out called Akudama Drive, and I don't know if you saw that trailer, but
I just clicked on the trailer. Is that coming out in October?
It says fall 2020. Oh, release date scheduled for October 8th. Yep.
I really feel like that was one we talked about a couple months back that dropped when like Crunchyroll Expo or whenever.
Oh shit, you might be right.
I can't remember because I don't remember the name of it now, but I think that was it, because I want to say Crunchyroll made an announcement that they were dropping it in the fall.
No, you're probably right. I think this is it. I think you're right, because this name does seem familiar. Akudama.
It sounds really right.
Yeah.
It looked like the animation would look amazing though. So.
Yeah. Let me read off the description. Okay. Let's see. First off, it's by Studio Period, which is known for Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho, Bleach, Black Clover, and a few other ones. So they have a really good track record as far as anime goes. Yeah. So anime description. Long ago, the world was torn because of a war between Kanto and Kansai. Kansai came under the rule of Kanto and became independently developed. However, the political power and the force of the police are declining, which led to making crime-infested area. These criminals are known as Akuda. The story takes place in a highly developed but twisted society. In this society, Akudamas try to live truly to themselves, leading an authentic life. All the Akudamas gather together to fight for their aesthetics. Fight for aesthetics is wild. Okay.
It's gonna be interesting. So I believe it's gonna be on Crunchyroll. I really think it was a Crunchyroll. I wouldn't say exclusive, but I think it was like a Crunchyroll release. I can't remember now. It's been so long.
Yeah, not an original, but a release. Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. Yeah, that's pretty much all we had for new shit. I think we already talked about. Did we already talk about? Yeah, we talked about last week. Shield Heroes coming back. Yeah, all this other shit I think we talked about. I don't care about some of this shit on here. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yep. So yeah, that's all the news we got for this week, man. So this Juni Taisen review.
And then to Juni Taisen.
It is hot. It's either hot in here or this crown is getting to me. I don't know what it is.
Probably crown getting to you.
As I pour some more for this review.
That handle just remind me of TJ.
Byron left this over here.
Oh. I'm crying.
I gotta tell you about Byron too. That nigga has lost his mind. But we'll save that conversation off air. So, all right. So Juni Taisen, like I said, this was I've always seen Juni Taisen, but it was pushed by our Patreon listeners for us to watch this when they review it. So like I said, I started last weekend. I really didn't know anything about the show outside of I had it in my watch list, but I don't know when I put it in my watch list. I guess you want to go. Yeah, let's go episode by episode. That way we can fully deep dive into this thing since it's only 12 episodes total. So Juni Taisen. Okay. First episode. And the first episode fucking blew my mind. Anyway, while I'm getting it pulled up, Nate, what was your like initial reaction for Juni Taisen?
So the Patreon listeners, everyone was saying it was like gonna be up our alley. They said it was gonna be dark. It had that dark element that I would like. So I was expecting some dark shit, and that's what we got from it. It definitely, so like I was telling you, I feel like it gave me some Platoon vibes to a certain degree, as far as kind of like being the darkness of it, but kind of the setup as far as like in Platoon, they were placed like in that, which I didn't even finish Platoon. I still have a couple episodes left on that, but you know, they placed them like in the forest, and it was kind of like a battle royale kind of thing as well. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I kind of got those vibes, and I also got Gaunt's vibes. And from my people who've seen Gaunt's, the storyline, of course, is different, but similar setup. Like they were in the city, and you know, the team, you know, they weren't in Gaunt's, they were more set up in like teams, but it had that dark aspect and kind of like a similar setup as far as like being in the city and trying to locate the enemy or the people that they're trying to defeat. So I did enjoy the dark aspect of it, and how, like I said, I kind of felt like it gave me vibes from other animes. I like the characters. And I actually liked the ending.
Really?
I did. I felt like it came full circle.
Okay, we're gonna get to the ending. So episode 1, this is my noteworthy things from episode 1. So episode 1 starts off with the boar. I'm not gonna remember any of their names. I'm just gonna go off the animals that they represent. Mm-hmm. I can remember the animals. So the first person that you see is the boar, and she's walking into the city, which I guess the tournament is being taken, or the battle has been taking place in, and they've evacuated. They're so rich that they got the whole city to evacuate. So there's literally nobody in the city except these 12 participants in this battle royale type fight. So the very first person you see is the boar, and she pulling up to the party mad late. She's like, they can wait for me. I'll be fashionable late. You know, I'm going to win this hoe anyway. And apparently, I think her daddy was the one that has won like the past 2.
He won the one before that one.
Before that one or something like that. Yeah. So she's already in there like, I got this hoe in the bag. Like, I'm about to go home with this trophy type shit. So she pulls up late. And then you find out that all of them, is 12 participants. They all represent one of the animals of the Zodiac. So she's the boar. All the other ones there, ox, fucking horse.
The Chinese Zodiac, I believe.
Zodiac, yeah, Chinese Zodiac. Yeah, so you get there, and one of the participants is already fucking dead. The snake is dead before you even get to see how he dies. The one that's standing over him is the fucking rabbit, and the rabbit looks crazy as fuck. Okay. So they basically let the 11 participants know that, you know, the fight's about to start, and they all have to swallow this little jewel thing. And then after they all swallow it, the guy that I guess the referee or whatever the fuck he is was like, yeah, this is a poison that's not gonna you'll have basically 12 hours to live in order to since you have this, you know, jewel thing digesting in your system and everything. So they basically got 12 hours to kill everybody else in order to not get killed themselves. So within a 12-hour span. And
take the other people's jewel out their stomach.
Yeah.
And collect them.
Yeah. So the idea is you kill somebody, you take their jewel, and then once you have all the 11 other jewels, then you can get your jewel taken out of your stomach so you can fucking live. So right out the gate, Monkey's like trying to set up like some kind of I guess like truce or alliance. Alliance is a better word. She's trying to team up and like, hey, look, you know what? If we stick together, then I promise you we can get through this peacefully. And like all the characters have like a way that they go by killing. So her thing is like peace, killing peacefully. And so she's like basically represents peace and everything. And everybody else has their thing. I can't remember what the board shit was, but she wasn't in the show that long. But anyway, so before they can get a chance to agree to an alliance, the fucking floor explodes and they all fall through like this floor, and then they end up back in the city and everything. So nobody really has a chance to agree to alliance. And so they did like a little flashback of the boar and like explained her childhood and how her daddy picked her sister over her, and then she drove her sister mad type shit. Like, and so in my head, I'm like, okay, they got to the backstory for this character. So like she about to really be going through some shit. They already got the backstory out the way. And so next thing you know, she's on the battlefield and she gets her shit she gets her shit killed, stabbed by the fucking bunny who already killed another participant. And she's legit dead. Like, it's not like she was like just wounded, she's legit dead. And so it comes to find out that the bunny is a fucking necromantis, which means he can control the dead and they do whatever the fuck he wants them to do. So the person that I thought was gonna be the main character is dead in the first episode. I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I watching?
So one thing with that, so when they did her flashback, I was a tad bit confused because I thought the sister was actually the monkey, because when she came,
they do look alike.
They looked alike, and then when the boar walked into the room and she noticed her, she made a comment almost like that. She was like, I'm surprised to see her. I was like, oh, maybe that's her sister, and they beefed out, and both of them made it to the
They
Taisen.
definitely look alike, yeah.
Yeah, but then it wasn't her. But I actually had to rewind when the sister went mad, because I was like, okay, then this isn't the same person. This isn't this. I was like, that's not the monkey.
They did look.
But I was like, maybe I'm tripping. Like they it's what I will say. Well, because we're gonna go through it, so this is a complete spoiler for people if y'all ain't figured that out.
If you haven't watched Juni Taisen, shut this episode off right now and go watch it before you continue from going forward.
Yeah, listening to it. They did the backstory for everybody before they died.
Yes.
I picked up on that. Yeah, I was like, okay, this nigga. After like 2 or 3 times, okay, this nigga's finna be out of there. But it still shocks me every time. But okay,
it did shock me every time. But then what I did was I started peeping like the episode titles, and so the episode title would tell you who also is gonna die too. Like, but in like a weird way. So like the episode 2 was called Tricks Both Mongrel and Foul, and I think mongrel is a way of saying dog, and I know foul is a way of saying chicken.
It's like a bird.
Bird.
So
bird.
Pecker.
Yeah, so
she's the pecker.
So I'm like, okay, something's going on with the chicken for sure. And so yeah, they did a little backstory for the dog, but it wasn't a real long backstory. It was a little short backstory for the dog dude, and backstory for the chicken lady, and actually no, they did the chicken lady's backstory in the next episode, but they did it for the dog. And I mean, the dog seemed like a real ass nigga, and then it's little chicken girl got his shit out of there.
I was so shocked, but he shouldn't have bit her and put his venom in her or whatever it does, because he tried to play her to the left low key, because he was like, basically, that's one thing I feel like a lot of them kind of did. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of them,
but it was underestimation.
A lot of underestimating, and he definitely underestimated her. And when he blew up, I was like, what the fuck? Like, is this real? Like, I almost was like, this is not real. Like, this, I'm missing something. Like, he didn't just go out, like, he ain't go out like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that nigga went out sad. Like, and what you notice in the show is that they all generally respect like 3 of the contestants. Like, they did respect Boar, but she got out of there quick, so she was off the list. But they had like high respect for Ox, ox, was it ox, horse, and monkey, right?
Monkey, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely monkey.
those three were like the main ones. Are like, okay, well, these niggas might be some problems, but everybody else was like on kind of on the back burner. But like like as you go through it, you're like, okay, all these niggas have some kind of special ability. And so that's why you start picking up on. It's like, okay, all of them have some kind of special ability, and we'll see how they use it in order to win. So, the boar lady who died in the first episode, her special ability was like her machine guns, like they never had to reload. Like they would just, she could shoot her machine guns for days if she wanted to. The wolf dude had like with the venom in his fangs or some shit like
that. Yeah, like he could do different. It wasn't always like poison to kill. It could like do different things to people.
Yeah, his bite had different like effects depending on what he wanted.
That show really stressed me out. Episode 2.
I was about to say, when did you get stressed out?
Like I got stressed out when I can't even think her name, but the chicken bird lady, when she went down to meet Monkey and Rat, which is probably in episode 2. She went down to meet them in the sewer because Rat found her and was like, weren't you one of the ones who said you wanted to do the alliance? Come on.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, how did you find me here? And he was like, I was just coming to get something to eat, but come on. And when she went down there, she had like a change of heart. Like she was like, I could kill them right now, but I just don't want, like, I can't do it. And it went into her backstory, kind of like why she was the way she was, like what happened in her life, or how, I don't even remember. It's like she was like a kid assassin to me. Like that's what it, like a kid assassin. And when she came back to the surface, the ox was like, where you coming from? She's like, she was like, where you coming from? You must know where Monkey is because you said something about her. And then, I mean, that nigga just, she was out of there. And then they all had those little last moments that they like. I mean, everybody that died was like, they legitimately did not just die right now. Like, this is not real.
Facts. It's like, don't get attached to none of these fucking characters because they might be gone within an instance. But
I
go ahead.
I was gonna say she had like quick character growth.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, she wasn't there long.
I liked her power too, because like her power was actually really, really good. Like she could control all birds and even see what the birds see. So like low key, that's kind of OP because like if I have a bird and I can look up and see whatever the bird sees, not only can I see anything that's coming, but like she could use them hoes as weapons too.
Mm-hmm. It was pecking the fuck out of people, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, her shit was killing by pecking or some shit like that. And then you find out exactly what it literally means. She was killing them by pecking shit. So that happened, and I think she died episode 3.
Yeah, like the beginning of episode 3 or something.
Yeah, the episode title of episode 3 is Cutting a Chicken with a Beef Cleaver. Yeah, so she was out of there by episode 3. Wait, who killed her again? Was it the ox?
Ox.
Okay.
Ox. Because he was like, oh, you gonna actually try to protect Monkey, like you protecting somebody and not protecting yourself? He's like, well, have fun then.
Then and mind you, in these episodes, there's one character that's like not like the rest of them. It's the rat, and he just seems mad.
He's so nonchalant,
mad, laid back, just mad, just like whatever, and just real chill. The nigga was damn near asleep most of the time and just sitting there, just chilling. He doesn't really do anything. He doesn't contribute to anything. He just is there. And so episode 4 comes around. Then you got, this is the monkey episode. So they go through the monkey's backstory and how she wanted to bring peace to the world and end the fucking Zodiac war and all this other stuff. And so long story short, she goes and ends up fighting with the rabbit. Now at this point, the rabbit has already killed the boar, so he has the boar's powers. Her zombie corpse is like, fighting and everything. Then did the chicken get rid of her already? I can't remember.
Who?
The chicken girl got. I know the chicken girl killed the zombie version of Boar because she had the birds kill her for good. But yeah. Anyway, so he has he at one point he had the Boar under control. I don't remember if he does at this point or not. Then he had the snake headless body under control, and so he ends up fighting the monkey 1-on-1, and she's good, she's in good shape, and he pulls like some weird move out of his ass and puts a fucking knife right through her fucking chest, and she couldn't figure out. She's like, how did he even get me there? Like it was such a weird move that he pulled, and it just so turns out that he had the snake's head in a tree so he could see her even when he wasn't looking, so that he was able to pull off a move because he pulled it off in his blind spot.
That was some motherfucking bullshit.
Yeah,
that was some motherfucking bullshit. I was so mad.
So at this point, I'm like, okay, this rabbit nigga's problems, because not only is if he kills you is one thing, but he gets to use you as his fucking zombie slave after that now. So now he has one of the most powerful ones in the whole tournament on his side with them as the monkey. She has no more control over herself. She can only do what the fuck he wants to do.
And she had her little boyfriend and stuff, you know, her little backstory. What I will say, when you start watching this, y'all, and I use this quote a lot, but I feel like in a lot of animes, that's what they that's what they portray to people. When you watch a lot of their backstories, it was always the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah. Like, he was trying to like bring world peace. She would go to battlefields and try to have the opposing sides kind of talk it out. And then like the particular one that they showed us, it was like two, I forgot, they ended up doing a stalemate or whatever, because the land that they were fighting over didn't even belong to either one of them. But when the native people of that land decided like, well, we're not going to fight for this, and the war stopped, then the two opposing armies joined forces and then start killing the people who said they weren't fighting the battles no more. So it was like, and she felt like shit for that. So I was like, I was like, that's a life lesson for sure. And that she wasn't the only one, but I was like, yeah, they getting kind of deep right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ox whooped the horse's ass in the subway. I don't remember when that was. Yeah. Knocked that nigga confidence all the way to fuck out of that.
The horse was supposed to be like one of the real niggas, but like the Ox like has a sword, and he cold as fuck with this sword. The horse nigga is literally supposed to have like this impenetrable defense where he can't get hurt, and the Ox was giving this nigga problems.
Big problems. Hurt that nigga pride in the end.
Had this nigga locked himself in a fucking room, just sitting there in the fetal position. Big ass nigga.
Yeah, literally in the fetal position.
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. When Monkey died, I actually thought she was the main. After Boar, I was like, okay, so maybe she is.
I thought she's the main character too. Yeah.
I was like, bro, I don't even. After she died, I was like, okay, there is no main character. All 12 of them are main characters. Cool, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be an episode about each and single one of them, and yeah,
they played us to the left. I was really sick when she died. Like that one. I don't know why. I guess because she had such this peaceful approach. And I thought it was gonna I was like, dang, she's gonna make it through, and they're gonna figure out a way to beat them at their own game.
Yep.
Nope, that is not what happened.
So episode 5 rolls around, and this is the sheep.
The old man, ain't it?
Yeah, old man. Yeah. So the sheep's episode, and basically he's like this old dude, but even though he's not as strong as he used to be, he's cold because he has like the experience for the whole thing. He's won a Juni Taisen like decades back or some shit. So he's won the shit before. He's the only one that's ever won one that's fighting right now. And the only reason he was fighting is because he didn't want his granddaughter fighting, or he didn't want nobody from his family fighting. So they did his little backstory, and he's like,
they were playing Switch all night and shit.
Exactly. That nigga, he's supposed to be real cold with his bombs and shit like that, and you know, real deceptive and everything like that. So they did his backstory, and he ends up escaping from the Ox because the Ox was about to kill this nigga, but he found a way and escaped him. So He's chilling. He's in the clear, and then he runs into Tiger, and Tiger is drunk off her ass, and she's sitting on like this bench, and she's like, "Hey, I see you up here. Come have a drink with me and shit." So she's over there like wasted, fucked up, and out of nowhere she slices this nigga shit and fucks him up and kills his ass. And so apparently, like after she does that shit, her shit is what
Drunken fist.
killing in a drunken rage.
Yeah.
And so now you're like, okay, shit, the Tiger girl kind of cold because she moves fast as fuck whenever she's drunk, like real fast.
That bitch was gone. On all fours.
On all fours, like she mad fast and everything. So the Ram's out of here. So I think at this point it's like shit, 5 people gone now.
Yeah, every episode, niggas is out of there every episode.
Either 1 or 2 people die every episode. It was like, let's see, it was the boar, the dog, the chicken, the ram, and then the monkey. So that's 5 people going right there. And
mind you, throughout this, there is like I don't know what to call them. It was a group of people betting on who was gonna win it. So like every once in a while we would get a flash or I wouldn't call it a flashback, but we would be taken to a cutscene to another room where they weren't even real people. They were like digital. It was like I don't even know. It
was like holograms.
But you couldn't tell what they looked like. It was just like some different color holograms, and they could bet on who they felt like was gonna win. So I don't know. That shit was weird as hell.
Yeah. That shit was weird, but so they all play some bets and shit like that. So then episode 6 comes around, and this is when Horseboy and Ox like go head to head, and Ox was fucking this nigga up, and it's not like he was bleeding or anything because his skin won't break, but he was really like just demoralized by the fight. So I don't know how, but Ox ends up just escaping the fight and literally locks himself in this fucking subway warehouse or some shit like that, and he's in there by himself, and somehow the rat is in there with him or whatever, and he was just like, whatever you're doing right now isn't really living. You're not surviving. You're just, being content with just being alive or some shit like that. He said some kind of deep shit. And so he leaves. He don't, the rat doesn't want any smoke. He just talks to him and keeps it moving. And so, oh boy, the horse dude, ends up like coughing, and it looks, cause the building is on fire that he locked himself in. And so, Rabbit had Snake go and set the building on fire, which ends up killing the horse guy. But the good news is that because he died by fire, his body can't be taken over by the rabbit. Then the next 2 episodes they did flashbacks for Snake and Dragon. So Snake is already dead, but his brother Dragon is still in there, and Dragon has the ability to fly. These 2 episodes just basically show, that the brothers are really good thieves, and they were like Robin Hood. So they would rob niggas and then they would just like give it back to the hood, which I respected. I don't think either one of them got any kills themselves. Rabbit ends up killing Dragon. Dragon is in the mid-flight, and Rabbit throws his brother's head like in the air, and so Dragon is distracted because he's looking up at his brother's head, and Rabbit jumps up like 100 feet, 50 feet in the air, and stabs this nigga fucking Dragon. And I'm like, all right, bro.
Slices his ass up. Yeah. Because while on the ground, Ox and Tiger are trying to defeat the corpse of Snake. Even though he don't have a head, his body, the rest of his body was still down there. Trying to fuck them up.
Yep.
So, and then all that shit happened. All the body parts ended up on the ground trying to fuck them up. And they realized they was gonna have to burn the corpses just to be able to win, or to win that battle. I guess I should say.
To stop them from reanimating and everything. Yeah, that was the episode. Yeah, so moving on to episode 9. Let's see. The man who chases two rabbits catches neither. So basically, I think this is when, I think this is when Ox and Tiger end up linking, and they did a backstory for Tiger, and basically she knew Ox like when she was like a younger girl or whatever. Ox had saved her life or some shit like that, and she's pissed off at Ox because she came into the Juni Taisen room and he didn't recognize her. So she low key has like a big grudge against this nigga, but she ends up fucking dying. Like everybody, if they do a backstory, you're dead. Like it's over with. It's over with for you. She ends up dying. I'm trying to think who killed Tiger. It was Rabbit, right?
He killed her. Ox ended up killing her because she asked him to. Yeah, she was like, I don't want to be a corpse being used by him. But Rabbit did fuck her up.
Yeah, Rabbit fucked her up, and she was still alive. And Ox ends up killing her, so Rabbit can't take over her body. Yeah.
And Ox did recognize her, but he was like, "There's no way that little innocent, naive child I've met on the battlefield could be this warrior." Right. So in the end, it was like she got her wish to a certain degree because he did say something like, "Did I see you on the battlefield before?" And she was like, "No, you've never met me before. Can you please kill me?" And he was like, "Okay, whatever." Yeah. But afterwards, he was like, "She looks like that kid, but there's no way it's the same person." I was like, "Damn."
They could have been bulls, but they want to be in the fucking tournament and shit.
Yeah. And she was a fucking drunk, boy. Life whooped her ass. Drunk and she just wanted to stay drunk all the time. Which I'm not mad at. Because life will do like that. But, yeah.
Yeah. But she was mad cold and everything. And just to see her go, that was why I was like, all right, bro. So at this point, the only ones that are alive are Rabbit, Ox, Rabbit, Ox, Rat. Who else is still alive?
It might be it.
No, it had to have been another one. Rabbit, Ox.
I think that was it.
I had to think about all the
because we forgot Rat. Because for a minute, it was a couple episodes that Rat wasn't even in the picture for. Mm-hmm. And well, really, Tiger. So backtrack. Tiger and Ox actually killed Rabbit. They sliced his ass up, and they thought that he was dead, but he got Monkey to piece his body back together. And so when they cut him up, after he stabbed Tiger, Ox and Tiger ran off, and then that's when they had their little moment. By the time he did that, Rabbit had ran up on him, and he was like, "I could have sworn you was dead, but you actually got the corpses to put your body back together." And he kind of let his guard down some.
Yep. And Rabbit did that bullshit where he had Monkey was hiding inside his Monkey was hiding inside of his dead body because he got killed, but before he got killed, he marked himself so that his dead body could be reanimated. So basically, this nigga Rabbit was OP the whole time. Like it was nothing. Yes. There's damn near nothing you can do to stop this nigga at this point. So, So yeah, Ox is having problems with fucking with Rabbit. They're going at it, but Rabbit is having trouble like regenerating after Ox keeps slicing his ass up. And so Ox ends up getting hurt, and Rat just casually walks on the field, was like, "Yeah, I appreciate Tiger for cutting up sheep because I needed this bomb in order to kill Rabbit." And so he leaves a grenade on the battlefield and walks away. Grenade takes out Ox and Rabbit and all his fucking dead minions and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So Rabbit ends up winning the Juni Taisen after essentially not getting anything done for himself. Just coasting it real lazy or whatever. Then they go into a flashback of they did a little flashback for Rabbit, and then they also go and show what Rabbit's ability is, which threw me.
Yeah, that shit was throwing me off because I was like, did I miss all of these scenarios? I was like, I didn't see this.
Yeah.
His shit was dope.
Yeah, so Rabbit has the ability to see the next outcome of choices. So he gets to see the outcome of 100 different choices, 100 different ways, and if something happens to him, he can just redo it basically. So any way that he gets killed in a scenario, he'll just revert back and retry it and everything like that. So
on some Steins Gate type shit.
Yeah. So
Steins Gate, his shit fucked me up.
Yeah, because he kept trying to leave the winner's office or whatever, and go home and everything. And every time he left, he got killed some kind of way. Like it was just crazy.
That shit was throwing me off. That shit was throwing me the fuck off. I was like, what the fuck is he? I was like, am I missing something? When I finally caught on, I was like, okay, so he can play these scenarios and timelines out and pick the best one. And I think he told the judge or whatever you want to call him that out of the 100 choices, there was only one of him actually getting away and living and winning it. And he said the majority of them was Rabbit winning it. Oh my God.
Yeah. Because if Rabbit would have won, it would have been issues. Oh yeah, I think we forgot to mention the whole purpose of the show is that if you win the Juni Taisen, you get one wish. So that's why they're all fighting for it. You get the one wish to make no Ray J.
Bye.
Yeah. So he doesn't Rat doesn't know what he wants yet. So he doesn't. He's like, yeah, I'll get back to you as far as a prize, or what I want for my wish and everything. So he goes back to his regular life, and he's just the most fucking lazy. Well, not lazy, just
nonchalant. Don't like the world. He like fuck everybody. Y'all annoying as fuck.
Yeah, just stuck up teenager, I guess. I don't know.
Good way to put it. Still a kid.
Yeah. So they show his power and everything, and each choice that he made, he just didn't like it. And so what he ends up doing on the last episode, which I don't think I skipped anything else important, he ends up telling the guy who grants the wishes, he wants the wish of forgetting that he needs to make a wish type shit. And so he wishes that, and so that was pretty much the end of the show. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Yeah, I don't think I left off any important information. So, Nay, any ending thoughts on that whole process towards the end of the show?
I did like that when he started playing back. Well, it was interesting because I had to really peep game. He asked everybody what they would wish for if they won, but it was in the different timelines that he was in that he was able to ask these questions to the other 11 people.
Oh, and Ox's deja vu. Ox kept like, man, I know you from somewhere, but I can't put my hand on it.
And he wasn't the only, because Monkey had said it too. It was a couple of them that kept saying, dang, I know him. I've seen him somewhere before and I can't remember. And it was because of him being able to kind of play with those timelines. Some people felt like it was deja vu. But again, that's why y'all should watch Steins Gate. Just saying, watch one of my favorites because it goes into all that stuff. But I really did like that he was trying to figure out what he wanted to wish for, that he went back and played like what everybody else was like thinking about. And then what, like, showing that different side of them, because a lot of them, like the dog guy, he was like, I have a daughter. It was like, what? You have a daughter? And he was like, it was a little girl that he was that got kidnapped or whatever, and he ended up going back and getting her. And he kept like basically adopted her. It's like all of them had like their own personal agenda, but it was actually something really beneficial for either like their family or even if it was kind of like a world kind of thing. But I did like how he was just like, I just want to forget it. Like and that's why I say I feel like it came full circle. Kind of reminded me a little bit of at the end of the Death Note one shot. Now, although he died, but it was kind of like, okay, I don't want to remember this shit no more. Like,
yeah,
I just want to kind of leave it be. It is what it is,
and keep it moving.
Yeah. So I appreciated that. He was a smart kid, even though he was like lazy as I guess I wouldn't even say lazy as fuck because he had already played out the scenarios of his choices, so he kind of already knew what was gonna happen.
He was just disinterested in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Uninterested.
Yeah, he was very uninterested. But overall, I think it was a pretty decent show. I'm glad that Patreon listeners suggested it. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10.
It's good. I was gonna say the animation looked really good.
The fights were really good.
Yeah, the fights and the choreography with the fights were really good. Was there some CGI in there, or was that me like?
Yes, there was. It was a little bit. It was a little bit in there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't a lot. They did a really good job implementing that and doing both without making the CGI too noticeable.
I like when they just do little dashes, fucking CGI, just a little bit, just a little bit to help you out. But not the whole thing.
Just a little bit. Yes, and they did a really good job with that. The art style looked pretty good too. I feel like the character, like Rat, he had character. All of them had. Well, let me take that back. I wouldn't say all of them had character growth, but there was some. They had some character growth with some people. I liked just the overall kind of storyline of it, just like the concept of what the Juni Taisen was. I feel like it's actually a show that they could keep going with because
they really could.
12 other people.
Yeah, who's the next fucking era of Juni Taisen characters and shit? Yeah,
they could definitely keep going with that storyline. I mean, I think it's good how it is. We're ending it with that 12, but they could definitely keep going with it. But yeah, for overall, I mean, it was a pretty decent watch. I'm not. I probably wouldn't watch it again just because it's so much other stuff that I need to watch. But it definitely was a pretty decent watch for me. I did like the gore of it. I did like a little bit of the stress I was under trying to figure out what was going on. What do you think, Mikey?
I agree with everything you're saying. I thought the ending was a little tiny bit weak.
I can see that, yeah, because that nigga just went to sleep in class, and I'm like, okay.
I really wanted to see him actually wish for something and come to the realization like a fucking wish. It's a wish, bro. You can make so much good happen with one wish, but you can't figure shit else out. Like,
and I think that they tried to play into his ability on why, because he remember he had 100 different wishes. Like his ability kind of stopped him because it was so overwhelming. Because it was like, well, if I do this and I do this and I do this and I do that, and then if this happens and this happens, and it was like his ability just overwhelmed him so much that he was like, I just can't. I don't even want to think. I don't even want to remember it because it's just basically it's just stressing him out.
Mm-hmm.
He was stressed out trying to figure out what he was gonna do.
No, big facts. Like he couldn't figure nothing else out.
Rest.
Yeah, so
he was stressed.
Yeah, I would have liked to see them. It came out in 2017, so it's not old at all. I would like to see them continue the story and figure that shit out.
Yeah, it would be really dope. They could do 12 years later another Juni Taisen with the same Chinese Zodiac.
Yeah.
And the different characters representing the Zodiac with different abilities. I mean, I liked a lot of their abilities, and then seeing how they got their abilities. I don't think they showed how Rat necessarily got his, but everybody else, it kind of went into it's a little bit at least on like how they got that, like how they got that ability and why it kind of tied up to the Zodiac that they, some of them, not all of them even showed why it tied up into the Zodiac either, but I mean, they did a pretty good job with what they did do, so
Yeah,
I can appreciate that.
I agree. Yeah, so I mean, they said 7, I said 8, so we'll give it, as a podcast, we give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah,
I think that's fair though.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. Especially with it was being a short one. Like it was like, okay, this is a little short one, and I don't have to dedicate a whole lot of time to it and everything. And I think I was done by Wednesday. Like it just worked out, and I was very happy. I was like, yeah, Nay, yeah, you didn't even start till Wednesday, didn't you?
I started yesterday.
Yeah. Nay so efficient at binging that she can really start the day before and make it happen still.
Yesterday. I did. That's why it's a little, I was gonna say it's on my mind a little bit more with details, just because I literally finished it like an hour before we started recording, y'all. So I definitely, if you like dark stuff, so somebody like Crystal, that sounds bad, Shanti, some of my peeps that like horror animes or like horror movies and this kind of like gory stuff, I think you will like it. I know Crystal, like, because she watched Platoon, she finished Platoon.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would like Juni Taisen if she hasn't seen it yet. I don't remember if she said anything about watching it or not. But yeah, if you definitely like kind of gore, the dark element of, you know, that psychological thriller kind of thing, I think you'll enjoy it. It's a good anime overall. A good short one to finish and complete.
It's a bad anime for people with commitment issues, and just don't expect to be in love with the main character and that they're gonna stay alive for you.
I don't know who's worse, Agame got killed or them.
Oh,
I really don't know what anime is
they
worse.
they damn the same.
Okay, because I was gonna say niggas was out of there. Well, Agame got killed. They let you get used to him and then fucking kill him off. So yeah, it might be a little.
Yeah, like after the first 3 episodes, you understand like, okay, none of these niggas is gonna make it because they all keep dying. So yeah.
Monkey fucked me up out of all of them. I don't know why. I just, again, if you watched it, let us know what you like, if you can remember how you felt going through it. If I'm the only one who felt like that, I really was like, I can't believe this bitch died. Like I rewind, I had went back, then remember, I want to say Rat was like, Monkey died, but then they did a flashback and she hadn't died just yet. Like she was dying, and he was like, I'm gonna make you one of my friends. I was like, this bitch could have lived. Like she could have ended the Juni Taisen.
No, big facts. So I thought Monkey was gonna actually make it happen. Like
I did too.
I thought that was gonna be our real main character, but nope. They said fuck what y'all think is gonna happen.
Cause it's not. Yeah, I will say, if you think that you have an idea, well, hopefully you've probably skipped the details of this and you've gotten to the end. You skipped what we were talking about. You haven't watched it. What you think is gonna happen, don't happen. So just I thought it was gonna be, and I will say I like that aspect of it too. I thought it was gonna be predictable, and it wasn't
at all.
The only thing that was predictable, and that wasn't even really predictable, but at the end, I actually thought Ox was gonna be able to make it, and then him and Rat was gonna go toe to toe. But he didn't make it, so I was like, okay, I didn't see this coming. But that was the only part where when he came up with, and I seen what he had in his hand, I was like, oh, he's finna blow up this whole area. Ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much handles everything. I think we both enjoyed the show and looking forward to the next one that we can review in October, I guess.
Yeah, so we want to stay around 12 episodes, y'all. 12 to 13 episodes. So if you have a quick one that you think that we'll enjoy, just let us know, and we'll kind of vote on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Especially people in our Discord, they'll always be prioritized. So,
which is true. So if you want to be a part of that, you need to either be a Guinea, or Guinea S-Class Demon, or Ultra Instinct person to get in the Discord. So
this is facts. Yep. Easiest way to get a hold of us as well. Well, me anyway.
To hold the mic.
Yeah, I say me because they don't be checking that shit at all.
I go in there literally once every blue moon. I be feeling so bad when I do go in there. You be like sighting. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Okay, but I'm trying to do better, y'all. I'm trying to get my life. We'll see.
You good? You start a new job. You're still in. You were still in training, but you're getting accustomed to everything, so it's okay. It's not a big deal.
Yay! Thanks, guys. Thanks for being so patient and flexible with me.
Well, do we have any announcements, shout outs, anything that we want to get off before we get out of here?
Shout out to the first time listeners and the last time listeners.
Facts.
Shout out to our Patreon listeners. Shout out to
big shout out
people who aren't Patreon listeners. We still appreciate you guys. If you ever want to, talk to us, just hit us up on Twitter. We be tweeting. Well, I try to tweet back when I'm not too busy, but tweet us, talk to us. You got anything to get off your chest about this week's episode? Because I know niggas, if anybody hit me about Gone and Killer with beating Trunks and Belton, I'm gonna have to really, yeah.
I'm not paying anything else. I've seen some more wild shit on Facebook, but I don't even feel like addressing it right now. It's all bad.
Facebook trash.
Yeah. Shout out to like I said, shout out to Kasha, had her birthday, her 30th birthday, so shout out to her again. Shout out to Ben and the amazing work he's doing with Fiasco, and I cannot wait to see how the whole thing plays out for Fiasco. Yes. So definitely shout out to Ben. And we actually might have him on the episode next week. We'll see.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Eunice.
Happy birthday, Eunice, yes.
And then gloves off Tuesday. So when y'all hear this the next day, Sensei doing the gloves off that I think Mikey's gonna be a part of. I won't be able to participate this week, but I'll be there in spirit.
I'll be in there and I will be talking my shit. And that's on period. I'm done. I can't do it.
I'm dead, boy. It's because we tired.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it for us this week, man. So our recommendation is going to be Juni Taisen. So if you haven't seen Juni Taisen, if you listen to this whole thing and you hadn't seen it, and you're okay with spoilers, then go watch Juni Taisen and see if you agree with us. It's on Funimation.
Yes, it's on Funimation. It's on Verve. It's on Crunchyroll. The dub was so bad to me.
Really?
So I started on Crunchyroll. It was subbed. Of course, Crunchyroll started tripping. So I was like, let me go to Funimation. I heard the dub. I'm like, bro, no.
I watched it in dubbed, and I actually didn't mind it at all. Okay.
Grandpa's voice was about the most decent voice on there. Everybody else, I was like, I can't listen. I was like, I can't do this. I went and listened. I watched the sub.
Fuck
and but like I said, it's on pretty much every platform, so you can definitely watch it. And you can watch it on Crunchyroll even if you don't have an account. Because I didn't realize initially I wasn't logged into my Crunchyroll when I went on in there and tried to make me watch an ad. I'm like, oh, we don't do ads. But you can definitely watch it on any of those platforms, y'all. So
okay. Well, on that note, this was episode 90. And we'll be back for 91 next week. And I think
No.
Shit. Oh. I did want to. And Nay, I hadn't even talked to you about this, but I think it's okay if we say it on the pod. So what I wanted to do for our Patreon listeners. So for right now we're at 35. I want to get to 40, and so what I want to do once we get to 40 is every month after we hit 40, I want to give away a free shirt to somebody in the Discord group. So, or a Patreon listener. You don't have to be in the Discord group, but if you're a Patreon listener, I want to like do like maybe like a randomizer and put everybody's names on there, and both send one person a shirt a month or something like that.
Works for me.
Yeah. So.
Oh, did we get Carcian taken care of?
I responded to his email. Was I supposed to do something else?
We'll try to get him like a shirt or something.
Oh, I hadn't talked to him. Okay. I'll have to reach out to him and get his info. Yeah, please remind me so I don't forget that. Yeah, I do want to do that. It down. Yeah.
I think I said it right this time.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Like I said, we need five more patrons, and then we're gonna start giving away free shirts. So if you are already a Patreon listener, then I would suggest you ask somebody else to also become one as well. So
all they gotta do is beginning.
That's it. That is it.
That's all.
All right. Let me see here. Okay, so and I also am going to, within the next week or so, I'm going to start working on a new shirt design. I have an idea in my head. I just need to actually put it on paper. So if y'all see a new design coming to the Blanime store, then you know why. So all right, well, as we all know, wash your hands, wash your ass, watch anime, and wear a mask. And on that note, screw.
Check out Skylar's podcast.
Oh, check out Skylar and Scuba Steve's podcast. Actually, it's the Skylar show featuring Scuba Steve. So she is cooking that nigga every time. So Skylar, you're doing great, sweetie. You are much more interesting to listen to than your dad. He's terrible. Yeah, he's holding her back, but she's gonna keep carrying the show. She's the LeBron of their podcast.
I'm not mad at that.
And Scuba Steve would be Scuba Steve is Caruso
or JR.
No, yeah, JR don't even get in the game. Yeah, you're right. I like that one. Yeah, but yeah, what is it called? The mind of a what's it called? The mind of a blurred. Shit, now I gotta look it up. I'm sorry, Skylar. Let me look it up, and then I'm gonna continue my skirt. Inside the Mind of a Blurred. Yeah, Inside the Mind of a Blurred. So y'all go check that out and listen to Skylar cook her dad in anime. So
you love to see it.
Yep. Other than that, y'all be good.
Bye, y'all.
Become a part of the Saiyan Elite and subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, and SoundCloud.